Hi fellow Sealanders. Today we're going to take a look at Pro.1.2 exercise. And I will solve it in this video and tell you about the process. So basically I'm just inviting you to solve it with me. Doesn't that sound fun? Let's get started. Okay, so this exercise is about arithmetic operators and a bit about console.writeLine. So first of all, we have a description that says we need to calculate the cost for a fictional web shop. They have a list of items with a price. You pay some tax. There's a set amount of shipping and a credit card fee. And yeah, so first we're going to load up the project, and I already did that. We can see it uses WriteLine to display. It displays our order and the total price, but right now it will just display 0 because we haven't solved the exercise yet. First of all, what is the significance of the $sign before the strings? Let's talk about that. So you can see in each of these strings we have a $sign. If we did not have a $sign, this would just be handled as normal text. And if we try to run this program, we will see that it just prints number of books in order. So basically, the $sign indicates and tells the program that we're going to use variables. This is also called string interpolation. Next up, what does the plus mean when applied to strings? So basically, if we have instead of the $sign, we can do this, and this just means string concatenation. We take this variable, we convert it to a string, and then we put it together with the other strings. So this just puts two strings together and these two together. Next up is what is the role of the curly brackets? This is to mark that we have with a variable to do. If we do not have these curly brackets, it would just handle it as text. How should it know that this is a variable? So that's the role of the curly brackets. And can we call console.writeLine without string as input? That is an excellent question. Let's try to do that. So if we do console.writeLine, and let's do 5 because that's an integer. Let's try to see if it's working. And yeah, it works perfectly. So if we just do WriteLine, we can also put in a variable or anything else for that sake. This system method will always try to automatically convert the input to a string. So that also works. Alright, next up. The variable total price is supposed to contain the total price for the order. You must add the calculations needed to do this given the logic in the description. So yeah, we have a net price for each item, we have an order, we have some tax, we have a shipping cost. First of all, I think it would be a good idea to add some more variables. We have, for instance, the shipping cost. We could make a separate variable for that. So int shipping cost equals 49. That seems logical to do. Also, we have 10% tax, and handling percentages is a bit unique. So if you want to add 10% to something, we would multiply it by 1.1 or 110%. So we can have double tax multiplier equals 1.1 or 1.10. So this is basically just 110%, and that is similar to multiplying it with 10. Then we have a 2% credit card fee. So we can also have a double for that. Credit fee multiplier equals 1.02 because it's 2%. So that is the variables we're going to need for this, besides the one already being there. And yeah, so the first step would make sense to add up the net price of the entire order, because we have 3 different items with 3 different prices, and we have 3 different amounts in the order. Let's just reorganize this. And we can also section this, or sortiment, order, other. Alright, so let's do it here. We can have total, or double. Let's just choose the type first. Let's call it total net price. And this is the price for just the raw items without tax, without shipping costs, without card fee. And we will put this to, that should be the net price of the book times the amount of books ordered. So net price book times, we just copy paste this, and then we add the net price of the DVD times the amount of DVDs plus the net price of games times the amount of games. So this should be the entire net price of the order. And how can we be sure that this will be calculated in the right order? That is pretty simple. It's just basic math precedence. So it will multiply first these pairs and then add them together. So we know that it will do it in the right order. If you want to be entirely sure or make it more explicit, we can add parentheses to make it more explicit, but we'll just keep it like this in the first place. So this is the total net price. This is without the tax or shipping or anything like that. So what is the next step? We pay tax on the net price. Alright. I think the rest of the calculation we can just do in one line here. So let's do total net price times tax multiplier. That will be the total price. And then we add the shipping cost. So we do plus shipping cost. And let's then add 2% to the entire cost. And here we will need parentheses because we have all of this that we need to times with the credit fee multiplier. So we do times credit fee multiplier, and this should be our total price. And we can try to see if it is calculated right by testing with these examples. So that is also the fourth step. Test your solution by varying the number of books, DVDs, and games in the order, and running the application again. And we can also add additional calls. and do other stuff if we want. So we will type in 8 books, 3 DVDs, 2 games, and then we will see if the price is as expected. Alright, so now that we have these put in, let's try to run it. And we will get the price of 711.96 kroners. And in this document, we have the exact same. That is a very good sign. And we can also try with the other examples: 0 books, 12 DVDs, 4 games. Books, 12 DVDs, 4 games. Ooh, we have a problem. Let's just save. Always remember to save before running your program. 1171.98. And we get the same here. 2316.7. Let's try that. And we get 2507.16, which is indeed the right number. So this is the solution to Pro.1.2. Thank you for watching. Bye.